Canelo Alvarez versus Austin Trout, a clash of styles and stakes in Texas. On a charged night at the Alamodome in San Antonio, Texas, the boxing world was treated to a dramatic unification clash between the undefeated WBC super welterweight champion Saul, Canelo Alvarez, and the equally unbeaten WBA title holder Austin No Doubt Trout. With over 40,000 fans in attendance and national pride on the line, both fighters sought not only to unify titles, but to validate their place among boxing's elite. Round 1, establishing real estate. From the opening bell, Trout attempted to dictate the pace with his signature jab and lateral movement, just as he had done so effectively against Miguel Cotto. The southpaw circled to his right, aiming to control distance and limit Canelo's opportunities to counter. Alvarez, however, showed early signs of adapting, stepping forward deliberately, slipping jabs, and looking to explode with power punches. The round was competitive, with Trout arguably controlling the tempo, but Canelo managed to land a few telling shots. Round 2 to 3, tactical warfare. Trout came out more aggressive in the second round, landing a sharp three-punch combination early. Still, Canelo responded with poise. He began timing Trout's jab, and with quick head movement and subtle upper body shifts, Alvarez avoided the incoming fire and landed crisp counters, particularly his signature left hook. In round 3, Alvarez's strategy became more defined. He was waiting, reacting, and countering with authority. Trout's jab remained active, but its effectiveness began to diminish against Canelo's defensive rhythm. Rounds 4 to 5, momentum swings. By the fourth, Canelo's timing seemed sharper than ever. He landed a series of clean right hands that stunned Trout and forced him to retreat. Still, Trout's durability and determination shone through. He continued popping his jab, mixing in body shots, and refusing to give ground. However, midway through the fight, Alvarez began to display excellent head movement and footwork, slipping punches and ripping hard body shots in return. One such shot, a thunderous right to body, seemed to briefly sap Trout's energy. Round 6, the knockdown. The sixth round proved pivotal. After exchanging jabs, Canelo timed a perfect counter right hand over Trout's jab and dropped the WBA champion to the canvas. The crowd erupted. Though Trout rose quickly and appeared alert, the knockdown was a clear shift in momentum and a significant scoring moment for Alvarez. It was also the first knockdown of Trout's professional career. From this moment on, Trout's urgency increased, but so did his risk-taking. Round 7 to 9, the chess match continues. Despite the knockdown, Trout refused to fold. He rebounded with a determined 7th round, working behind a jab and mixing in left hands to the body and head. Still, Canelo's confidence was growing. He started to walk Trout down more assertively, landing short right hands, uppercuts, and body shots whenever Trout lingered in range. Trout's volume remained higher, but Canelo's shots were cleaner and carried more weight. Round 9 saw both men exchange heavy artillery. Trout landed a flush straight left, while Canelo came back with a snapping uppercut that buckled Trout's legs. The pace slowed slightly as both fighters measured each other more carefully, each man aware that mistake could prove costly. Rounds 10 to 11, championship rounds. By round 10, fatigue began to show. Trout's work rate dipped, and Canelo remained calm, choosing his shots wisely. He landed another clean overhand right, while Trout responded with a stiff jab and a few straight lefts to the body. Still, the precision and economy of Alvarez's punches stood out. He wasn't throwing in volume, but he was landing effectively. Round 11 was another tactical battle. Canelo's defense continued to impress, as he slipped punches and landed a sharp right uppercut to the body. Trout had moments where he looked to rally, landing a left upstairs and working the jab, but Canelo's cleaner, more authoritative punches seemed to be telling the story. Round 12, final push. In the final round, Trout came out swinging, knowing he needed something dramatic to swing the judges. He landed a flush right hook, but Alvarez, showing veteran calm, absorbed the shot and returned fire with another right to the body. Canelo's defense and counterpunching remained sharp. As the bell rang, both fighters raised their arms, each believing they had done enough. The verdict: the bout went the full 12 rounds, and while close, The consensus leaned in Canelo Alvarez's favor due to knockdown, the quality of his punches, and his ring generalship. The official scores read 118 to 109, 115 to 112, 116 to 111, all in favor of Canelo Alvarez, who became the unified WBC and WBA super welterweight champion. Aftermath. While the decision was met with some debate, particularly given the wide margin on one of the scorecards, the fight itself was a compelling display of contrasting styles. Canelo's power, poise, and defense had won out over Trout's volume and movement. Both men showed class in the aftermath, acknowledging each other's skill and toughness. This victory elevated Canelo's status further as a legitimate star in the sport, not merely a product of hype or marketing. For Trout, it was a hard-fought loss, but one that earned him respect and proved he could compete at the highest level. In retrospect, this bout was a defining moment in both fighters' careers, a clash of two undefeated champions in their prime, with high stakes, elite skills on display, and a passionate crowd that added to the electricity of the night. In the end, it was Canelo Alvarez's night, but boxing was the real winner.